Hello, we're the Hopes, and we are continuing Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations, Episode 2, The Stolen Turnabout. Last time we met Trans Mask to Mask. This time, we're gonna meet someone else.
Hey, Nick! What is it? Is something wrong? Nah, but did you see all the people here? It's crazy. Oh, so check out the Mask to Mask glossy I bought.
Oh my gosh.
She bought a poster for her room. That's so cute.
That's so funny. Hi, Tay.
Oh my god, you bought this where?
From the little tents in front of the courthouse. They have all sorts of things for sale.
Oh my god, that's insane. That's so funny. You know I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff.
Loves merch for a
Maya
trial.
and I would actually be a problem together.
You'd enable.
We would enable each other. We'd both be like, well, when are you ever going to be able to buy this again, you know?
Yeah, like, well, I might as well have a souvenir. Let these people get their bag.
How
They
else
have nothing to do with it.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's so
The
funny.
ultra rare Mask to Mask photo card. Come on, I'm guilty. Throw the book at me. Who's screaming like that? Oh, Mr. Wright, you made it.
Yeah, I did. But it doesn't look like things are going to get any less ugly for you.
Because I did it. I'm the criminal. Me.
Ugh. He's at it again.
I sent the calling card to Lordly Taylor. I admit it.
But you don't have the sacred urn, right?
Well, that's true, but that doesn't mean that I didn't commit the crime.
Look at his sweet little face. Normally when I say of course you didn't, I'm being sarcastic, but you... Yikes.
Anyway, I admit that I'm guilty. So make sure they give me a guilty verdict. Please!
Oh, there you are, Ronnie. Bonjour, sweetie.
Oh, Desi, honey, bonjour! Well, actually, I don't really know why I should be speaking French to you on a time like this.
Leave it all to me, Ronnie. I swear I'll protect you.
You see, actually, the thief is me.
Can I tell you something, Nicky boy? I can guarantee that my Ronnie is innocent.
He does not want to be innocent so badly.
Yeah.
He's like, no!
He's like, no, please, I'm such a bad boy.
I did it!
I'm a bad boy. I'm a bad man. I'm a naughty boy. If he's declared guilty, I'll be ever so cross with you. So why are you smiling when you say it?
You know, because she means it.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I've got some errands I need to take care of. I'm counting on you, Nicky boy. Good luck.
Is it mean to say that Ron wouldn't survive prison?
I'm a bad boy. I did some bad things.
The thing is, yes,
wouldn't.
but you're right. You're right.
Yeah, yes, and you're correct. He wouldn't survive. I don't even know how he survives the world. To be honest, I really don't know whether or not Ron is Mask to Mask or not.
See, okay, I believe in him, but the thing I think that he would do is I think he would pick a fight and would try to get cred in prison, you know?
Do you think he's Mask to Mask?
We're gonna have to see. I don't remember. Nor do I want to predict yet.
Can I be really honest with you? I don't remember either.
That's great.
I've played this case so many times. You think I would, but I think every time my brain erases.
If you know, don't tell us.
Everything.
Also.
Please don't tell.
Okay,
Thank you. But there's only one thing I am sure of. He doesn't have the sacred urn right now.
Mr. Delight, it's time for you to enter the courtroom.
For the time being, guess I'll just have to trust Desiree. And put some glaze over those cinnamon rolls on top of that guy's head.
Yummy.
Ron Delight makes me very hungry. Oh, here we go.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Ooh.
What about the prosecution? Are you prepared to... What a stupid question. What did you say? Fine. Let me ask you then, Your Honor. Are you ready? Are you ready to pass judgment? What? No, I'm not!
Oh!
I will pass judgment after I hear arguments from both sides.
Okay, that's true.
He's like, no?
Well, no, because...
Well, if you're not ready yourself, you shouldn't expect others to be.
What the fuck? That's so stupid.
That's a rule to live by. Who are you? I am Godot, legendary prosecutor. I've never lost a case, much like the other prosecutors who have come before, who have also never lost cases. So I'm probably a bigger threat than them.
He's the one that Detective Atme was talking about. He's so cool.
Yes, your reputation No, for you it literally doesn't. Wait, hold on. Your reputation precedes you, says the judge. But he was like, who are you?
Well, he knows the name.
Oh. What kind of cases have you dealt with so far? Ha! None. Oh, so that's what makes him undefeated. Like, he's never lost because he's never done it. That is a great attitude to have.
I love him. God, I've dated guys like that.
What did you say? I've never prosecuted a case before. Never? But you said you've never lost before. Exactly. I've never lost. I've never won before either. Quite arrogant for a beginner, aren't you? Even the mightiest of redwoods begin their lives as mere saplings.
Oh, hell yeah. He's like, oh, I'm gonna be a big damn tree.
I'm gonna be a big juicy tree, dude.
Okay, so also, to answer your question before, in a real way, Judge actually was like, oh, yes, your reputation precedes you. And he was lying.
He was lying.
To sound smart.
He was like, of course I know who you are and where I am.
Yeah, I know everything.
I know everything. Reality, he's shaking his head. Yes, but a mask? In a court of law?
Well, it's mask to mask.
Don't you know anything? No matter the man, we all wear masks, either on our face or over our hearts.
Wow. Damn. This guy is the real deal, all right, Nick. Why does it seem like all prosecutors are the real deal?
Literally, every prosecutor that Phoenix has gone up against, besides, like... Pain. All of the Pains, like, are, like, I'm undefeated, and you should take me seriously.
Well, except for Godot, who's, like, dumb undefeated.
So we finally meet. Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Huh? Nick, is he a friend of yours? No. I don't have any friends that call me Trite.
Flips his hair.
Just who is this masked man?
I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. Well, then, Prosecutor Gobo? It's not Gobo. It's Godot, Your Honor. In any case, please give your opening statement. Opening statement? Those things are not fit for even dogs to consume. I have only one thing to say before we start. To you, Mr. Trite.
What is it?
Are you familiar with the saying, a chain is only as strong as the weakest link? I wonder how much you can withstand before you and your case break in two. Well then, let's hear from the first witness.
Oh, hey, Leo. Sorry to hear that. Feel better.
Oh, Nilisa, thank you for resubscribing. 31 months, that's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
It's nice to see you.
All right. My name is Jake Gumshoe.
No one asked for your name, witness. The important thing is what you know. That's all. Start talking. We're listening.
Yes, sir.
All right, witness. First, let's hear about what you know about the thief that stole the urn. Oh, smitten kitten.
Ooh.
Nilisa, I'm so happy for you.
That's so lovely.
That is so sweeties. Good job. Happy for you.
Wow, that's so great. Well, feel free to be grateful and happy in Discord if you want to. I love. I'm like holding my cheeks.
Love a little smitten. Yes,
yeah,
yes.
So cute. Yay. Okay. Yes, sir. Mask demasks crimes.
Love wins for sure.
Master Mask is a master thief that started his crime sprees 6 months ago. He's so confident that he sends his calling card before he even commits the crime. This was a spit heist, and as usual, he sent a card onto Lordly Taylor.
Lordly Taylor.
His pattern is to always go after the most precious art pieces. That's why we're sure it was Master Mask, sir. It fits his MO to a T.
So then the actual identity of this Mask Demask is... Mr. Godot! What are you?
Ooh. Oh my god, he's so fucking hot!
We're in the middle of the trial here, Mr. Godot!
You can't be looking sexy like that!
Blacker than a moonless night, hotter and more bitter than hell itself. That is coffee. I'm sure you can grant me at least this much, Your Honor. Oh, please, proceed. Very well. It's only coffee, after all.
What? You can't be letting him slide this early in the trial. Look, the last lawyer was throwing whips around. I think coffee's okay.
Coffee is like...
That's like actually normal.
Way more normal than a whip.
So he walked in with a venti frappuccino and we're gonna call him a bad lawyer. It's fine.
I feel like he not only like has like a travel cup, but I feel like he has a whole like espresso machine on his like stand with him. He's just
making espresso. He's frothing the milk.
He has a whole operation, like, or maybe he has like a French press or like a pour over.
The thing is like, wouldn't they do that?
Yeah,
it's Ace Attorney. Wouldn't they do that?
Yeah.
Then?
I feel like the reason I say espresso machine is because it's like I imagine like a whole ass operation on his
I always imagined that
stand.
he has like a barista that he like hires to stand with him at all times. And that barista is always sliding the coffee towards him.
Okay, yeah, exactly what Moss Bedrood said. Like an espresso machine and his personal barista.
A personal barista who's
just out of frame.
It's me. I'm the personal barista. When you hear me breathing loudly, I'm like, yes, and I'm making the latte.
Yes, sir.
I'm like Agent Stone for him. I'm like putting together a little piece of art with him.
That he's
and
never
me.
gonna look at.
He doesn't look at it. He drinks it right away, and I cry a little bit, but I'm smiling.
Stupid mask.
I'm like, I love him so much.
Proceed with your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Well, Nick, what are you gonna do? As long as they haven't brought up Mr. Delight's identity, all we can do is show that it wasn't Mask to Mask who stole the urn.
Yeah, it's the Gumshoe.
Yeah. Okay, you can have this.
Master.
It's the masker.
Master Mask is the transmask, Master Mask, and they made it back, Master Mask.
Have you ever been involved? Have you ever been involved in an investigation? Have you ever done that before?
From the very beginning?
From the very beginning? Have you been involved in the investigation from the beginning?
Yep, nobody knows more about the thief than me, Pearl.
Is that so?
It's true! I'm very ought to run the thieves.
An author? He's written books about thieves? I think he meant to say authority.
The fact that this guy could slip through even my fingers shows how good he is, Pearl.
It's easy when those fingers happen to be butter fingers. So, nobody knows more about the thief than you, huh?
You got it, Pearl. Except for maybe the thief's mom, that is.
But isn't there someone who knows even more about him than the police?
Oh, right.
You don't mean Detective Zvari, do you?
Who is this person? Zvari. He sounds German.
His name is Luke Atme, sir. I guess I shouldn't have made up such a silly name for him.
What the heck? I guess he's not all that famous after all.
Anyway, it's true that he did manage to retrieve the last item the thief stole.
Oh, I see. It seems you're not the expert you claim to be.
It looks like the thief is toying with me even now.
Have you seen all these so-called calling cards?
Of course I have, except
I haven't.
the person in charge of the treasure exhibit never brought that card to the police. So I didn't see this one until after the crime occurred.
So...
That's because Detective Atme stopped Miss Andrews from taking it to the police.
Was the calling card that Lordly Taylor received authentic?
Well, all the cards have one common identifying feature. But we're not releasing that information to the general public.
But you're absolutely certain that this card is real?
Gumshoe can't say it out loud, but I bet he's talking about Mask to Mask's emblem. The easiest part to identify.
This was his fifth heist, and as usual, he sent a card to...
Hold it.
His fifth heist, and your fifth screw-up, huh?
Objection, Pearl! That ain't fair. Maybe you could say I screwed up 4 times, but this last time wasn't my fault. I didn't know about the calling card this time.
You of all people shouldn't be... Oh, I
didn't know about it.
You of all people shouldn't be chuckling about this, Detective Gumshoe.
I just want everyone here in the courtroom to know something. If you ever get a calling card from this guy, don't call some stupid private eye. Call your local police right away. Got me?
Wow. It looks like he's really got it for Detective Atme. But like ACAB, right?
Yeah.
His pattern is always going to remember.
Art pieces, like what, for example?
Well, his first target was the famous Tear of Emanon.
What's that? Some kind of especially salty teardrop?
No, sir, it's a blue diamond, a single rare diamond. Next was the Crown of Bangora. You know, the thing you put on your head. After that was the left hand of Hades and the portrait of Megina, sir. Detective Atme retrieved the portrait of Megina and returned it to the museum.
And the target of his fifth and last robbery was the sacred urn, right?
But isn't it difficult for him to dispose of such famous art pieces?
Well, we assume he must have had some underworld connections.
Somehow, Mr. Delight doesn't look the type. Yeah, he's a little too sunny to be hanging out in the underworld.
Please, will
Yeah.
This is why we're serious, Master Mask.
M.O. to a T.
What do you mean what do you mean when you say it fits his MO to a T?
I was thinking of asking that same thing myself.
I don't know what any of those words mean.
Yeah, I wish you would listen a little more closely, pal.
Me too.
First of all, there's a calling card. We're 100% certain it's authentic. Then there's the fact that he seemed to know all about the security system. And finally, his target was an art piece. These are all part of the thief's modus operandi.
And so, since this robbery seems to fit all those conditions...
That's right, it means that Master Mask is behind it.
Nick, it definitely looks like it was Mask to Mask who stole the urn. But there's no real evidence either way as to whether Ron Delight is Mask to Mask. But also, the urn hasn't turned up yet, let alone in connection to Mr. Delight himself. So, even though we know it was Mask to Mask that did it, maybe for the time being, I should try to show it wasn't Mask to Mask that did it.
So my first thought on here already is that, like, if they didn't get the calling card, like the police, until after the crime was committed, if it was an enthusiastic fan who somehow knew about the calling card, just like Ron Delight did, because obviously, like, whether or not Ron is Mask to Mask, he knows the emblem. So maybe he's a fan, or maybe he is Mask to Mask.
Oh, you think that Ron might be a fan?
He could be. I think that we need to, like, be thinking with that in mind. And I think that we also know that Luke Atme knows that emblem as well.
Yeah.
And Gumshoe knows that emblem, and other police people know that emblem.
People on the police team.
But there's a possibility, I think, that Luke Atme could be Mask to Mask. And he...
That's something that I definitely do think is a very good... That's something I remember. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. No, wait, no, Your Honor. That statement contradicts this evidence that I just pulled out for no reason. This is my nightmare.
Oh, no.
Huh? You don't see anything contradictory? Whoops. That didn't go so well. Okay, no, wait. I was looking at the evidence. That's all I was trying to do.
And we lost points.
It's okay. It's okay. Oh. Wait.
Oh. So, only the most precious art pieces. But the thing that he went after was this urn. So that's another huge red flag that it wasn't Mask to Mask. And it was a copycat. Because they just heard that this was a valuable thing. And it's not an art piece.
Well, you said that in this particular case they sent the calling card after?
Yeah, but I don't think that's the thing we
No,
need
I
to...
think that is.
I don't think we're talking about that yet. Because, like, I think it will come up.
But I think that's what we're talking about.
I think we're talking about
the contradiction.
No, I think this is the urn. I think... Because it's not... The urn is not the most precious art piece that there could be.
No, that's... Well, what... Yeah, okay. So...
Has no monetary value.
Can I ask you a little something, Detective Gumshoe?
Just hearing the little in that question is making me nervous.
You said that he always goes after the most precious art pieces, right?
That's right, Pearl.
But there's one problem. That's not what he did in this case. The supposedly priceless urn doesn't exactly rise to the level of precious art.
What do you mean?
Nick, how can you say such a terrible thing?
Well, one, it's not art.
No, I mean from my financial point of view. I mean, it wouldn't fetch a good price. God.
Well, Prosecutor Godot, what is the value of the urn? The appraisers I spoke to said they couldn't attach a price to it. And I mean that in the worst sense.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Pardon me, I have a chip in my mouth. So in other words... Oh. It was not the kind of item that Mask to Mask would normally go after. Ah!
Oh my god. If I understand you correctly, Mr. Wright, you're saying that the theft of the sacred urn was not the work of Mask to Mask.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Actually, all I did was point out the contradiction. The argument made itself, but...
Well, first of all, we need to get this issue cleared up. Was this last robbery the work of Mask to Mask or not? What do you have to say about this, Mr. Godot? This coffee here, it's my own special blend. I call it Godot number 107. I'm trying to decide whether to cut down on the acidity or the bitterness. That's the only thing I've got on my mind right now. Mr. Trite.
What?
If you were really a man, you should clean up your own mess.
Sorry, but I don't get what you mean.
If you're saying it wasn't Mask to Mask that stole that urn, then it must be someone imitating Mask to Mask's methods. A fake. A fake Mask to Mask?
Fake Damask? That sounds so ridiculous. But I like it.
Another one. No, before
I know this is his second cup of coffee. Just so we're aware.
Yeah, let's
keep a tally.
Let's keep track. Now, before I decide on my coffee, I believe some proof is in order, Mr. Trite. Proof that the person who appeared at Lordly Taylor that night was actually a fake. Though I don't approve of Mr. Godot's behavior, his point is valid. Mr. Wright, we are waiting.
It looks like I'm gonna have to prove it. I need proof that the person at Lordly Taylor that night was in fact Mask to Mask.
Fake Damask.
Fake Damask. Is there something about this costume that's not right? Maya did give us the publicity photo. Oh! Wait! Where the fuck?
Where's your brooch?
Where's the brooch?
Where's the brooch? We hold up a gun.
Where's your brooch?
Where's your brooch?
Proof's right here, in the brooching.
This looks like a photo taken by a security camera.
But if you look closely, you'll notice something peculiar about it.
Well then, why don't you go ahead and show us what it is? Go on, use this pointer and show us.
Ooh, in his lungs. It's right here, of course.
You mean Mask to Mask?
I have here a piece of reference I would like the court to take a look at. Isn't that the publicity photo I bought this morning?
Yeah.
The problem I have with the security camera photo is the brooch on Damask's chest.
A breach? Here? Bailiff, get my steed! We need to retreat at once!
Your steed?
A breach. But there's been a breach in the court.
No, I know what a breach is, but I don't know
My
why
steed!
His steed. That's the main thing.
His motorcycle.
His steed. His motorcycle. Okay. A brooch, Your Honor. It's a sort of clasp for holding one's cape on.
A clasp, eh? Ah, I see now.
But the mask in the security photo. Yeah, he has no brooch.
That brooch is the same emblem on Damask's calling card and serves as his symbol. But the thief that broke into Lord Lee Taylor wasn't wearing a brooch. In other words, this mask Damask is a fake.
I've been fooled again!
Order! It's true. Undeniably true. Detective Gumshoe, how could you have overlooked this?
I'm sorry, sir. I don't know how.
3.
Cup 3. Hey now.
You're an all-star.
If you're gonna have a pity party, invite me too.
Emo motherfucker.
Mr. Godot, you deserve some blame in this too. How could you have overlooked such a large brooch? Brooch you're talking about. Do you mean this?
That's Master Mask brooch.
Where did you find it? Well, I've always had a good nose for evidence. I got it at the crime scene. It was hidden in the shadow of a big female Buddha statue.
A female Buddha. Buddha statue? He must mean the Amy Faye statue.
Why didn't you tell me about that, sir?
I always put evidence away in my pocket.
That's a really bad practice!
Man, he's really not, like, doing a good job of, like, his
This is my
case.
first fucking case.
He's my first case. After all, it's the safest place for crucial evidence.
This guy is one cool customer. 4.
Cup
Okay,
4.
wait, he drank that third one really quick.
I believe he did. They're all espresso shots, you know?
In a big mug.
Yeah,
So small.
yeah. Or his hands are really small.
No.
Oh, hi, Friday.
Hello.
It's a little early to be shaken up. Isn't it, little lady? That friend of yours left pretty little hickeys on there, too.
Stop. What? What? What are you talking about?
Hickeys! Figuratively speaking, of course. I'm referring to Ron Delight's fingerprints.
You didn't have to say hickeys. I'm blushing.
Literally.
Godot, what a price to pay.
Oh, hi, Lillian.
Oh, hello. How's it going? To me, Godot is, to me, what Rouge is to some fans of Sonic. I'm like, oh, buddy.
Hubba.
Hubba, what?
They let you in here?
Whoa.
What? The defendant's fingerprints are on the brooch? Order in the court! Mr. Godot, let's see that brooch! I've grown attached to my metallic girlfriend here. Take good care of her. Stop. What the fuck are you talking about? It appears to have been torn off some clothing. There's a little bit of cloth left on the back. Obviously, there must have been a big struggle that night at the crime scene.
Uh-oh. Phoenix, we have a problem. Phoenix, We have a problem.
Found in the shadow of Amy Faye's statue. It looks like it was torn off clothing. Ha! You mess with Godot.
What do I get?
And you get burned.
He's been playing me like a violin.
Well, Judge, I'm about ready to call my next witness.
Huh? You done with me? But I haven't proved anything yet.
You've proven your own incompetence. That's good enough.
That doesn't sound good at all.
Bailiff! Bring the next witness to the courtroom.
Finally, time for the ace detective to make his appearance, huh?
Oh my god, I forgot about this man.
Who let him in here?
Literally, who let Godot in here, to be honest?
Against Phoenix, who, like, actually hasn't lost yet.
Yeah, no, for real. Like
Godot should actually be nervous.
the judge was like, "Who are you?" He's like, "We're like, I don't know, dude."
And he was like, "I don't know, who am I?"
Literally, he was like, "I don't know, who am I? I've never lost a case.
I've never been here before.
No one has ever
I'm a
seen me
little baby."
before." 1 second is one drip of the coffee pot. Let's hurry it up. Shush! Silence! Now I see. It's all becoming clear. What's clear? Zvari! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. What we have here is a judge and a prosecutor. A coffee maniac at that. Am I correct?
Bro, pull up into the courtroom being like, "Ha, there are lawyers here." Good job, bud.
To be honest, if a cyborg pulled up in the courtroom, I'd let him into. That's so fair. Well, yes, that's right. Not bad. Not bad at all.
No, it's lame.
You're the first person that's ever been able to penetrate my secret veil.
We are literally in a courtroom.
Well, Sir Prosecutor, let me introduce myself. My name is Luke Atme, ace detective and rising star illuminating the heavens.
Boy, these two make a perfect pair.
For real.
They'd either be best friends or tear each other's heads off.
Or a secret third thing.
No, Oliver.
I've heard that on the night of the crime, you were all alone on security detail. You have heard correctly. My specially made monocle is worth more than 100 Detective Gumshoes. If Detective Gumshoe was worth anything, that is. Mean to him.
Why was this guy all by himself anyway? Rude as hell. There must be some reason, I'm sure of it.
Well then, tell us what this special monocle of yours witnessed. I didn't realize how many gymnastics my voice was gonna have to do this
Yeah, I know.
tonight.
This is what I'm saying.
It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed. That's when my nemesis, the infamous Masked Mask, dancingly descended upon me. Just as I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police.
R.I.P. Bozo.
You didn't get a clear look at the criminal? My specially made monocle never misses a thing. However, that is limited to things that fall within my own visual range. But of course, that's only natural.
He has never heard of brevity.
Talk normal.
Talk normal.
Boo!
Dude. I've known people where I've been like, bro,
Can you talk
are
like
you
a
trying to
person?
impress me? Just fucking talk. And then they're like, oh, I'm sorry, does my vocabulary upset you? And I'm like, no,
Yes.
the amount of time you're taking to talk upsets me.
I failed to see why the witness seemed so proud of his performance that evening. Well, sir, old-timer, let me explain. We are not speaking of any ordinary thief, but of the king of thieves, the great Mask Damask, my arch enemy.
Blink. Blink, blink.
That is what my instincts and my years of experience tell me. Very well. Proceed with the cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
All right.
So, one of my theories is that this dude is Mask Damask.
Yes.
Did I say that already?
Yes.
Wow.
So that would be 1 o'clock on the morning of the 12th, correct?
That's an impressive deduction, Sir Lawyer.
You were on security duty that night. Where exactly were you at that time?
A penetrating question. I was in the basement warehouse near the computer.
God, yeah. Man wants to be the main character so bad it's in his name.
Literally,
look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me.
Please look at me.
Near the computer, huh?
So then you weren't trying to remain hidden, I take it? Up to this point, I have tried to remain concealed while waiting for the thief.
Yeah, you said the same thing yesterday, too. Gumshoe also said that they never spotted the thief at the crime scenes before.
Stop with the penetrating hickeys.
I know. This episode's becoming NSFW just based on the vocabulary alone.
Dude. Precisely. That is precisely why I chose not to hide last night. I knew that by not concealing myself, I would be putting pressure on the thief.
Looks like the thief was the one applying pressure on your pigeony head, that is.
In any case...
It looks like you make a boing like a door stopper. That's so true.
He literally does.
Man, the memories that I have of playing with those. Do the children still play with the door stoppers?
They have to.
Come on now, it's so easy.
They have to.
Dancingly descended? Talk normal. From where exactly?
The children love doorstopper.
Do the children still play with them? Oh, please. Tell me they do. Our doors don't have any either. And honestly, there's a lot of places in our current residence where I would say door stoppers would not be bad.
I feel like if we had them, I would know because the cats would play with them.
Oh my god.
Make that
But that would, bong, 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 bong.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like we definitely don't have any, and we have places where there's like damage from the
doors.
The doors.
Yeah, because there's no door stopper.
So
man.
Well,
well, from the entrance, I suppose. Where else?
So in actuality, he neither danced nor descended. Someone please save me. So how is it that you didn't notice the thief?
My eyes were looking for the thief's shadow, while my ears listened for his footfalls. But even so, the dastardly criminal managed to sneak upon me. It can only be due to his subtly camouflaged cape and his soft-soled shoes.
I hereby W Ace Dunce. You didn't see the criminal's face when that happened?
Well, that's the difficult part. How should I put it? I saw his mask. That's all I can recall. That's not very solid as far as testimony goes. However, fortunately I had my third monocle, the security camera, at the ready. It captured his image perfectly. This should be sufficient, I believe. Well, as long as this photo is authentic, I don't see a problem here. Well, Mr. Godot, do you have a problem with the photo? Good. Then let's continue with the testimony.
You don't care.
He just shook his head. He was just like,
He was like, I don't care.
I don't care.
And then drank some coffee.
Is that his 4th cup still?
I think so.
Okay.
Darkness swallowed me. Attacked and knocked unconscious, and you weren't able to do a thing? That's certainly some very impressive detective work.
Where's the lawyer? Have you ever been suddenly struck on the head?
Yes.
Literally, yes.
Huh? Well, actually, yes. By a fire extinguisher.
That sounds like it hurts so bad, dude. And what happened?
I was knocked out. And you lost your memory, too.
You see? You have no right to look down on me then, do you? The only reason I didn't lose my memory was because I have more brains to begin with.
He may have brains, but the wiring to his self-reflection part seems to be severed.
In any case, that was how I was knocked senseless. And then... he notified the police. The police.
About this 30 minutes.
My silver cord was loosened and my soul fled to the golden halls of Elysium.
As usual, I have no idea what this guy is saying. I think he's saying he was out cold.
So, what happened during these 30 minutes? No one can say, Your Honor. That span of time has truly vanished into the Ava.
Just what is he going on about? There's something suspicious about Detective Atme. How could he not have noticed when the thief came in? Also, he says he was knocked unconscious before he could fight back. But that can't be right. It contradicts the evidence. Huh? Which piece? The real question is, why would he tell us such an obvious lie?
I'd love to get an internet argument with the YouTube comments with this guy.
Friday! No, love yourself! You need to love yourself!
So the piece of evidence that we have is that the brooch was ripped apart from the costume.
Can I just say, Oliver, this is probably the best British accent you've ever done.
That's sad.
No.
That's so funny.
That's not sad. It's really impressive. I think this is the best one you've ever done. I think that you're doing a good job. It was meant to be a compliment.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I just think it's funny. I just think it's a funny voice. I can hear you wanting to imitate it because you're like, that's funny. That probably feels funny to do.
Yeah. Yeah. You're doing a good job. That's what it means to me.
Thank you. But okay, so he's saying that he was unable to struggle, but that brooch was ripped off of clothing. So that means there had to have been a struggle.
Mr. Remy, could you take a look at this with that special monocle of yours?
The special monocle thing kills me. Aha! This belongs to the criminal mastermind, my arch nemesis, Mask Damask. It is, in point of fact, Mask Damask's brooch.
It was found on the floor of the basement warehouse. I wonder how that happened.
Elementary, my dear lawyer. Obviously, it wasn't glued on well enough. Glued on?
Not quite. He's not a cosplayer. It clearly shows signs of having been ripped off of a piece of clothing.
Not the hot gluing the brooch on. They're cosplay.
What?
Oh my god.
Much love. Much love.
Love and peace.
Love and peace and respect. And honestly, admiration. In a real way, in the truest sense.
This is why you use Velcro.
Don't come at me!
Peace and love, peace and love,
peace
respect.
And love. Oh, peace and love, peace and love.
Ripped off?
We can only deduce that the thief struggled with someone that night. It's the only thing I can think of. And there's only one person that was in a position to have a struggle with the thief. The only person that was on security duty that night, you, Detective Atme.
Ugh.
Detective Atme, you must have fought with the thief that night. So why'd you lie in your testimony to the court? Bopping my head.
Witness, giving false testimony is a serious crime. No, wait just a moment, sir, old-timer. Don't talk to me like I'm living in a nursing home. Screenshot of this.
I'm sorry, I skipped it too many times.
I just
Screenshot of that for you to use in your Discord things when people call you old. I'm not online, so no one can call me old.
They'll never know.
They'll never know how old I am. I'm the great Dooku tree.
I was just confused because I've been dealing with so many cases lately. The true measure of a man is in the amount of work he does. That's what I always say.
Nick, you can only handle one case at a time. Isn't that right? You talk too much.
Witness! So why are you now saying that you and the thief fought? Hold on. That's quite enough, Your Honor. Excuse me? Save the big questions for the testimony. That's one of my rules. That's cup number 5. Indeed! I understand. I, Luke at me, agree completely. And then he fought with the thief. Then he fought with the thief, and he fought with the thief.
And he fought with the thief.
Indeed, it's true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. However, Luke at me cannot be so easily discombobulated. Unfortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me something.
Oh, sorry.
A true gentleman fights only with his own fists. But they were not enough. His first blow struck true. Bam! And that's all she wrote. That is so undescriptive. So in the end, you did catch a glimpse of mask to mask? Correct! It was during his third crime that he struck me from behind. It seems that my memory has become a tad jumbled, so to speak. Well, that's certainly understandable. I myself always get confused about which testimony goes with which case.
That can't be good.
Face with the thief.
Okay. So why did you look away from the door anyway?
In addition to the camera, I had prepared a variety of other sensors as well. Oh. The alarm on one of those had gone off, so I had to check the data. That's why I went to the computer. Elegantly, of course.
So you were momentarily vulnerable when you were working on the computer? What should I do? Should I ask some more questions?
Always, always, right?
Sure.
Ask about the computer.
So did that computer belong to Lordly Taylor as well?
Correct. Well, except for the program that manages the data. That was specially designed by me. Look at me. So
In
he's
that
a programmer
case,
too.
He's so good. In that case, he could have easily manipulated the data.
What's wrong, the lawyer? Discombobulated. Okay, no, that's not.
What does that mean? Discombobulated.
Young people these days, they really irritate me. They allow perfectly good old words to die until everyone forgets what they mean.
Sorry, but what exactly does it mean anyway?
Now I've forgotten. What was I saying?
Jeez, it's better than old people who forget what they were saying 5 seconds ago.
Well, it looks like we've cleared that up. You can go on with your testimony.
He couldn't even tell us what discombobulated means. We were so discombobulated.
Damn.
What do you mean by weapon from the side?
Naturally, that thief had no idea that I, Luke at me, was hiding in the area. He grabbed the sword from the statue that was standing by the door to the warehouse. And Sky flew away.
Sword? You mean the sword that was all twisted like a tree branch?
Correct! Fortunately for me, the blade was not sharp.
Okay, so he is talking about the Shishichito.
So the thief armed himself with a sword. And what about yourself, witness? Tell us more, tell us more.
Did it get very far? You had that much faith in your own fighting abilities?
But of course, in college, I was the second in charge of the boxing club.
Wow.
I'm sorry if I failed to find that appropriately impressive. However, my opponent in the ring this time was my arch nemesis, Mask de Mask.
This guy is a real piece of work.
Yeah. And that's all she wrote. That's all she wrote.
Can you tell us a little more about what happened?
No. My opponent was both powerful and vicious. You might say he was powericious.
Wow. Powericious?
I assumed the at-me fighting stance, but a sudden flash of light blinded me. That, of course, was checkmate. My opponent had bested me.
What do I do now? Should I ask more about this?
Yeah, what the fuck is that at-me fighting style?
What is this at-me fighting style?
I'm sorry, but that's a trade secret. I really can't say anymore. But I suppose I can tell you if I absolutely must.
Of course. Oh, don't make me sing.
Don't make me sing. The main thing is to put your back to the wall. That way no one can get behind you. Then you saw him.
That's it? That's the at-me fighting style?
Well, Mr. Wright, what about that testimony? It was very important because he said his back was to the wall. So if his back was to the wall, he definitely saw him. Like, he couldn't have snuck up behind him, and he said he snuck up behind him.
Of course it's important. We've learned a detective's secret technique, after all.
Yes, indeed. I'll remember to use it if I ever take a walk alone late at night.
Why the heck is he eyeballing me like that? It's creeping me out.
Oh, he's like, so I can use that against you, Phoenix. Now then, witness, we'll go on and add that secret information to your official testimony for everyone to read. I put my back to the wall to fight, but the thief's blow landed upon my third eye.
Where is this third eye you're talking about?
It's right between my left and right eyebrows. It's quite invisible to the unenlightened. You might call it the forehead if you like.
Why didn't you just say that in the first place?
Mr. Lawyer, it looks like the creases in your own forehead are getting deeper.
So Mr. Atme got hit on the forehead then? That's what he says. I got a funny feeling about that. Actually, so do I. Well, what do you think, Nick? Well, there's one thing I'm absolutely sure of now. Yeah? What is it? This look at me guy, he's definitely hiding something. But why? I think I'm starting to figure out what really happened that night.
Man, when Phoenix knows before you fully know.
And about the true nature of this detective.
So, we know.
So why did you look away from the door?
Did we not do? We did this already.
Okay. Did we?
Well, we got part of the data. We asked him about the computer.
All right.
We can ask him about the sensor.
What kind of sensors are you talking about?
There are other places in the basement that someone could enter and exit from. There are air conditioner ducts, sewer pipes, and a cat door as well. I looked up heat detecting, infrared, and ultraviolet sensors to each of them.
There's a cat door. That's a lot of hardware. Was it all yours?
Lordly Taylor Department Store was kind enough to provide the monitoring hardware. Naturally, the security camera that took the photo belongs to them as well.
In other words, he couldn't have rigged the equipment, huh?
Has that cleared up any doubts you had about me, Salaya? Yes, okay. So he got hit by that sword then.
Yeah.
He got hit by the sword. He grabbed a weapon from the side. Is that what he meant by he grabbed a weapon from the side? Or, like... Or... When he had his fucking back against the wall, he was looking at... Is he talking about the sword hitting his third eye?
No. Back of the head, not the third eye. Third eye is on the front of the head.
Hey!
Excuse. Detective Atme, your testimony is crumbling like a house of cards.
What fun this is, Salaya. It is truly a pleasure to cross swords with you. And now, once again, you have thrown down the gauntlet at my armored feet.
I believe this is what you said yesterday.
No, the coward must have wormed his way in through somewhere besides the door. And then my arch nemesis struck me on the head from behind with this gruesome item here. From behind, huh?
But just now you testified that he struck you on the forehead. I hardly think you could forget where you were hit on the head.
Ugh! It seems I made another mistake!
Detective Atme, that's not the only strange part of your testimony.
What do you mean by that?
For example, the very fact that you hid the calling card from the police itself is strange.
That is strange.
It's almost as if you were afraid they were going to help with security.
I just hate the cops.
Geniuses such as myself have always been misunderstood. Sad!
That's wrong.
Wrong.
It's sad, it's wrong.
To err is human. To forgive, divine. Humans aren't machines. They have souls, feelings. They live, they die, they love, they hate, and yes, they even make mistakes.
Damn, so true. Hey, hold on. It's not as pretty as that.
Oh! Really? What is it like then?
Can't a guy hate a cops in peace?
For real. Always chase a riddle down to the end. That's one of my rules.
This is it. This might just be my chance to turn things around.
Mr. Wright, what exactly is that you're asserting? Is it that you're asserting?
Very well, Your Honor. The defense asserts that Mr. Atme is mask to mask.
Is that what we want to say?
Yup. The answer is simple. It's all clear to me now. The Detective Luke Atme's true identity is actually mask to mask.
Yeah! Order! Order the court! Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
Hey, there are too many unnatural parts to Mr. Atme's story. He says he was hiding at the crime scenes, which is why no one ever saw him there. And then, in his last case, he manages to outperform Detective Gumshoe and the entire police force to miraculously retrieve the stolen treasure?
That's because I analyzed the crime scene data and made an exquisitely elegant deduction. I picked up clues that the police overlooked in order to arrive at the...
Oh, please. The explanation is far simpler than that, Detective Atme. The truth... Fucking Atme, Detective Atme. The truth is that you are, in fact, mask to mask.
But Mr. Wright, this photo, it clearly shows mask to mask.
Yeah, where his nose?
Where is his nose, though? The security camera belongs to Lordly Taylor Department Store.
I'm telling you that Atme's nose wouldn't fit under that mask for sure.
Harsh but true. It shouldn't have been... He shouldn't have been able to manipulate it. Photoshop hasn't been invented in 2019.
Didn't need to manipulate it. He gained access to the warehouse under the pretense of providing security. Then he simply dressed up as the thief and stole the urn.
So, the ace detective is actually an ace thief? Is this true, witness? Detective Damask's MO is pure genius, and so am I. Look at me, ace detective. You're very clever to have come to such a conclusion. I am impressed, Sir Lawyer. What? Witness, you're admitting it?
Nick, now's your chance. Yes. Time to put the last nail in this guy's coffin.
I love that your court record opened up because it was like he was like fumbling with his shit.
Yeah,
Yeah. No.
Hello?
No. Godot blend number 102. My personal favorite. No, Mr. Godot! The ace detective is actually an ace thief. I smell a best-selling novel. There's only one problem. It simply isn't true. But Mr. Godot, Mr. Wright has made some very strong points, and I will admit my opponent has woven a compelling narrative out of whole cloth. But it is, in fact, nothing more than a patchwork quilt. Mr. Trite. If this detective really is the thief, then show us the proof of your claim. But it had better be as hot and perfect as the coffee dripping down your face.
Your face.
Your sexy face.
Your sexy little face. I'm burning.
Well, Mr. Wright, don't just stand there. Yeah, that's like a 3rd-degree burn for real.
For real.
This court would like to see the decisive proof you have. Quickly.
Huh? Oh, yes, of course. What's the big rush? Are you all right, Nick?
No.
Atme looks pretty rattled right now. I'd like to finish this right now if I can. But can I really do it? The decisive evidence that proves Mr. Atme is in fact Master Mask. I mean, I don't have proof. I don't have proof that Atme is Master Mask.
I
don't have anything. I don't have anything. In fact, that almost, like, I would argue with that, like, that nose don't work.
That nose don't work.
I don't know. I think we don't have it. I don't think
yet to be found.
Proof? Of course, I've got nothing.
Just what I thought.
Oh.
A man has to hold his head up high, no matter how bad things get. After all. I see. I thought perhaps you had some evidence to back up your assertion.
This is no good. This is no good. I gotta stay on the attack. I'll never get another chance to prove that this guy is the thief. Don't give up, Nick. Think harder and try again. It's no good, Maya. I'm just not ready yet. But are you gonna give up and let us lose this?
So you've come to your senses, have you, Sir Lawyer?
I can't think of a counterattack at all!
It seems the cloud of suspicion surrounding this witness has lifted. Mr. Godot, if you have anything Who? Who are you?
That doesn't really matter right now, does it? Mr. Light, what are you doing here? Nicky boy, the thing you've been looking for. I think I found it. Betty! Betty!
You mean the bag?
No, not the bag. What's in the bag? Well...
Blood. There's blood all over it.
There's Danganronpa blood on it.
And also, it's spelled differently.
It's spelled right.
That's...
The secret urn! Nick, it's the urn! She's smacking him, smacking him.
Order! 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 You, madame! The urn! Where did you find it?
He'll never believe it. It was in the office of Mr. Fancy Pants Ace Detective. Look at me.
Oh, Desi, you're the best! Wow.
Well, how do you explain that one, Mr. Atme? Even you are gonna have a hard time weaseling out of this one.
Ha! Pathetic. Mr. Godot, do you have something you wish to say? Yes, Your Honor. It simply amazes me how quickly times change. The Delights are one of my favorite AA style characters. They're T for T!
Yeah,
they're T for T!
They're T for T! They're T for T! That's so true.
You're on our level
They are.
Friday.
Love that. You're based. You're based.
In the olden days, a man was to be taken at his word. It's truly sad. You're still denying that Mr. Atme was involved? Before casting aspersions at Detective Atme, consider the young lady here. Your name is Desiree. Desiree Delight. Is that correct?
Yes. What about it?
Number 6? Ha! How charming. The lengths that a woman is willing to go to save her husband is truly inspiring.
What are you insinuating?
As the wife of the criminal, you could have discovered that stolen urn anywhere.
Oh no, it's Godot versus a woman.
Oh no, including the office of the good detective here. So you found the urn. What does that prove? It certainly doesn't prove where the urn was before you found it.
What? I just brought it here from the detective's office.
Please, madam. This town is already filled to the brim with lies. Any more could only compound the tragedy we have been witness to.
You're wrong. I would never do such a thing. Mr. Light, please, Nicky boy, you've got to help me talk some sense into these people. There must be some way. I've got to prove that urn was actually in the Atme Detective Agency.
Are there fingerprints on the urn? Are there fingerprints on the urn?
I can prove where the urn was by the fingerprints on it.
Fingerprints, eh? Oh, come now! You're really making me laugh, Sir Lawyer. Fingerprints indeed! May I go on? Good! Now, it would be perfectly understandable if my fingerprints were on the urn. You were... After all, it was I who was guarding the urn in the first place. But were you wearing gloves then? You're wearing gloves now. In any case, I am always in the habit of wearing gloves, as I could see, as I observed. So fortunately, my fingerprints wouldn't be evidence of anything. What about it, Mr. Wright? This witness's fingerprints would mean nothing anyway.
Nick, what are you gonna do now? Looking through the court record really quickly. I've come too far to but I've come too far to go back now. Atme must have brought the urn back to his office yesterday. And there, I'm sure someone must have left their fingerprints on it. The defense proposes that the fingerprints of this person should be on the urn. Me, because I touched it. I touched it.
You touched it.
I touched it. Remember when my hands were in the bag?
Yes.
Because we saw the bag at Luke's office before, and then Maya was like, touch it, get what's in there, and then I put my hand, and he was like, oh, it's something round and kind of smooth.
Yes.
And it was in that bag that Desi just brought.
Yes.
So my fingerprints, I know, will be on it.
Okay. Phoenix Wright! So what's all this fuss about fingerprints anyway?
Mr. Atme, do you recall the events of yesterday? Hey, Nick, come on, open it up! Hey, wait a minute, we can't just open his private property. Don't be such a fuddy-duddy. This is an important investigation. Well, what's in there? Hang on a sec. I'm taking it out now. Whatever it is, it feels kind of hard and smooth.
Well, hello there. Well.
It's true that I didn't get a chance to look at the bag at that time, but I did touch what was inside.
What? You touched it?
And I remember it very well. It was smooth and hard.
Well, that's what she said. Well, that was just...
Your Honor, I'd like the court to examine the fingerprints on that urn. If my fingerprints are on there, it proves the urn was in Detective Atme's office.
Well, even if your fingerprints are on the urn, it still doesn't prove when they were put there, does it?
Why is this case so horny? Of course it does.
What did you say?
It's not what I say, but what Adrian Andrews, the person in charge of the exhibition, said. I polished it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable. If she polished it that much, she must have removed any and all fingerprints on it. And the only chance I had to get my fingerprints on it after that was yesterday at the Detective Atme agency.
Ha!
And so yeah, it wouldn't have been Luke because Luke is always wearing gloves.
Yeah. This blend, it's Godot blend number 107.
Are we on number 6?
I think we're on number 6 still. I've decided. It's a little too bitter after all.
He tosses it.
Order! 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 I accept the defense's request. Bailiff, take this urn and... Wait! Wait a moment, Your Honor. There's no need for that. No need, you say? Precisely. I already know Mr. Wright's fingerprints are on the urn. What are you saying?
Yes! I'm sorry, you broken him down!
Take a good look, everyone! Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown.
This guy is nuttier than a fruitcake!
You see, it was me all along. I am the one and only mask to mask. Ha! I hope you all enjoyed my little performance. Tush. Well, Mr. Godot, what's Mr. Atme's condition? He's still in the lobby, laughing insanely, Your Honor.
He's in his Joker era.
He's in his Joker era, so to speak. I wish I could enjoy the joke as much as he seems to be.
Now I'm only a loser. I've never lost before, but now I have.
And now I've never won.
Now I've never won.
Well, it looks like the matter has been settled. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of thief.
Nick, you were right after all. Yeah, I guess Mr. Delight really wasn't the thief.
He's sad about it. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight.
Hold it.
You're wrong! Wrong, I tell you! I mean, not exactly wrong so much, but actually not right is what I was really trying to say.
Oh no, he's not. This can't be happening.
The thief. The sneaky, odious thief who's been stealing all the treasures. It's me! I'm him! I'm the one you want! I'm the thief, I tell you!
I'm the one.
So do it! Pronounce me guilty! Please! I don't know what kind of kangaroo court you all think this is. He's the most aggravating motherfucker right now, but I don't care.
Oh no, I'm so on your level. I'm
He's
like,
so
I
baby
love
girl.
him. I love him. I don't care. The true identity of the thief has already been proven. Please hurry and pass judgment.
What are you talking about? I already confessed. I'm the thief, I tell you.
I'm the hero. I'm the one.
Number 7. Mr. Godot! Don't just stand there drinking your 7th cup of coffee. Hey there, Mr. Thief. Yes, sir?
Oh my god, wait.
No!
Let them talk. Let them cook.
If you're really a man, then clean up your own mess. Whoa, are you? I'm sorry. I'm afraid I just don't have any idea what you mean. If you are mask to mask, then prove it. That's what it means.
He like grabs him by the chin.
Oh!
There's roses around them in the frame.
Yeah,
We're all like,
real,
what?
Real. Yes, sir. I'll be happy to.
He says he'll be happy to, Nick. It's kind of cute. He's 100% committed to his fantasy.
Phoenix is like, let them cook. Let
blushing,
them talk. Let
blushing,
them talk.
covering his face. Wait, hold on, Maya, shut up.
Shut up, let them talk. Good boy. Just remember one thing. A boy only gets one chance in his life to become a man. I know that. I won't fail. I swear. Okay then. Talk. We're all listening.
I don't remember either.
There are fingerprints on them. Just like putting your hand to the ground like it's still warm.
I still feel the Fujoshi in the room.
Oh well. I don't
Let's
know
hear
what
about
else he
this
said.
confession. Wow, that was crazy.
That's crazy. The truth is, I've been mask to mask all along. I mean, you can't prove that I'm not actually mask to mask, can you? I don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen after all. I donned my costume that night and dancingly descended upon the scene of the crime.
He quoted him.
He did.
He just like totally copied Look at Me.
And dancingly descended. Look, you can see right there in the photo. That's me. He doesn't. He's the same,
That's
literally
me.
the same outfit. He doesn't have the brooch. As for my brooch, I snagged it on the door handle and it got torn off. That's all. I don't like the direction this trial is taken.
It's really gay in here right now. And that's saying something. I've been in trials with Phoenix and Edgeworth.
Literally.
But this is how every trial goes. At least with me, anyway.
Because all of them are gay. Because Phoenix is always here. Ha! You're doing great.
Stop it! No way!
Stop it, Mr. Godot. You're embarrassing me. Like I said, you're only going to get one chance to testify. Alright?
Oh my god, Clavier and Apollo is another level.
Dude, we're getting there.
Next.
Next, yeah.
Next.
But if you make it through this with flying colors, I'll keep my promise too. I'll make sure you stay locked up in prison as the one and only true Mask Damask. Thanks so much, Mr. Godot. I'll do my best.
All right.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Ray. I'm afraid it's time for the cross-examination.
Okay.
Desi is on this. No, Desi likes this.
Desi likes it. She's a Fujoshi if I ever knew one.
Yeah, world's craziest.
Lesbian Fujoshi. Okay.
She's bi. She's a bi queen.
Bisexual Fujoshi.
Yeah.
You may think you're the real Mask Damask, but your wife thinks you're delusional.
I haven't told Desi yet about my true identity.
I haven't come out.
Believe me, I've got my reasons.
With the way your room is decked out, how could she not know about it?
Even thieves have complicated family situations, I suppose.
What should I do? It sounds like we're about to get sidetracked again. Should we get sidetracked and press harder?
I think we should leave it. I don't think we'll get
It's not going to
anything
go
from
anywhere.
this.
Okay. There's no point in digging through any more of their dirty laundry. Well, why don't you continue with your testimony for now?
We might come back to that. I don't know.
Maybe.
I can't prove I'm not, can you?
I thought you were going to be the one to show us the proof. You know, that you're the real Mask Damask and you're not just some kind of obsessive fanboy.
Hey now, that's not fair. Why do I have to do all the hard work anyway?
Maybe because you're the one making the outrageous claim for a change. Come on, Nick. You know that Mr. Delight couldn't have committed the crime. You're the one with the fancy law degree. It's time to put it to work already. I need some kind of proof that Ron couldn't possibly be Mask Damask. Well, I guess if you had that kind of proof, we wouldn't still be here, would we? For the time being, maybe I need to shift energy. Maybe I should try to show that Mr. Delight couldn't have stolen the urn. Yeah, I'm beginning to think
He does have, like...
the key card.
Yeah, the key card is there. Anyway,
He's so cute. The most baby girl of boys.
The most baby girl of boys.
Mr. Delight, this wallet belongs to you, correct?
Oh, yes, it does. I had lost it somewhere. Mr. Wright, when did you find a wallet? You should report it to the police right away.
No, you don't understand. This is an important piece of evidence.
Evidence?
Mr. Delight, when did you first notice that you lost your wallet?
Let's see. I think it was on the night of the crime. But I know I still had it when Desi and I went out for dinner.
Oh, you went out for dinner. This wallet was found at approximately 1 a.m. at KB Security Headquarters.
What? Surely you're not serious.
Yes, I am serious. This proves that Mr. Delight was, in fact, at KB Security that night.
No!
So if sorry, pardon me. If the defendant was at KB Security at 1 o'clock in the morning, then that proves he had a watertight alibi.
No!
Furthermore, considering the distance between Lordley Taylor and KB Security, it would have taken 30 minutes to get there by car, according to Larry anyway.
Well, Mr. Godot, do you have anything to say? And stop drinking that coffee! Come on, Mr. Thief. Don't let this guy beat you. Tell him why he's wrong. You're the only one who calls me thief, Mr. Godot.
Stop it! Stop it!
Alright, I'll try. I'll do it. I will.
He's really got
What's
Mr.
wrong
Delight
with
all
that?
worked up.
What's wrong with
I can't. I actually don't know what to do with the two of them. I've never noticed this before, that the two of them had a thing. I'm losing it.
There's something about reading them out loud. It's like, whoa,
yeah, I think it's the reading them out loud that I'm like,
hello?
What the fuck? Yeah, he's like a kid at his first day of school.
Look, it's just ridiculous. Why would I have dropped my wallet at KB Security? Someone must have planted it there to make it look like I was there and not at the heist.
Planted it there? He's really reaching out. Mr. Delight, you probably dropped your wallet when you took it out to use this, didn't you? The key card to KB Security's CEO's office.
No. Ha! That was a pretty good try, Mr. Trite. Unfortunately, you've overlooked one small thing.
What?
Motive, of course. Why would this thief go to KB Security in the middle of the night anyway? 'Cause he works there? Also, Friday saying that, did you know that AA character designer is a yaoi artist? Yes.
Yeah, I think I did know that.
I feel like we have watched something about this.
Yeah.
And heart hands.
Absolutely. Love. Gay culture.
Yes. Well, Mr. Wright, it looks like you need some more evidence after all.
Ugh, this stupid kid!
Now then, let's see your evidence. The evidence that shows why Mr. Delight went to KB Security at 1 a.m. that night.
This guy, right?
Well, what's it say? If you don't want your true identity revealed, it'll come to KB Security at 1 a.m. and bring money. Okay.
So.
Okay, well, he had to.
Mr. Delight, I believe you've seen this before, correct?
That's... What is it?
A blackmail letter. That's what it looks like from the contents.
Blackmail?
Yes, basically it says bring $50,000.
That certainly sounds like blackmail, all right.
At the time of the theft, Mr. Delight was dealing with the blackmailer himself in KB Security's CEO office, a full half hour away from the scene of the crime.
It's number 8? Number 8, I think? No! He chugged that one.
Yeah.
Order! So when the theft of the urn occurred and the defendant was at KB Security, it looks like a perfect case for the defense. You may see it as a perfect case, Judge, but to me... Let's just say that my Godot blend number 107 impresses me a lot more.
What are you trying to say?
You say the thief was being blackmailed by the CEO of a security company. But, did you actually investigate the CEO at all?
Huh? Well, no, I guess not.
Accusing a man of blackmail with no proof? I'm not sure what I think of that.
Not sure what I think of that. At least I know what I think of you.
Good point. I'm not sure what I think of it myself. You claimed the defendant entered the CEO's office. But you will need at least one witness to corroborate your claim, Mr. Wright.
Nick, I think we're gonna have to track down the CEO guy. No, we don't have to track down the CEO at all.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Trite?
There is someone else who can testify. This is the person who can testify that the key card was used at 1 a.m. that night.
Oh, Larry Butts.
The only other security guard we know from that guy.
His stupid little face, his frown.
We're gonna willingly involve him.
Yeah. Who is this useless looking motherfucker?
You don't remember him, Your Honor?
Straight Larry!
It's Straight Larry!
Not
Can
exactly.
we put Larry down? Maybe after he proves his use to us in his trial.
but just looking at his picture makes the bile start to rise in my throat.
Yeah, when I look at straight Larry, that's what happens to me too.
It looks like he doesn't remember the case from 2 years ago.
Okay.
He probably doesn't remember his lunch from last week. He probably blocked out that memory on purpose. Anyway, this man was working as a guard at KB Security that night.
Oh.
The question at hand is this key card.
Yep, that's the key card they use in the building I work. According to the secure serial number, this one's for the CEO's office. You need it to get into that room, and every time you use that card, it leaves a record. Yeah, it tells you who entered the room and when.
They can't go one game without Larry.
Well, yes, they did. But in the original trilogy, they can't go one game without him.
They can't quit him.
They can't quit him. He's definitely Phoenix's BFF. Or not even. It's like he's just that weird guy that never quite leaves his life. He's like a cousin.
Yeah. Yeah.
As you can see, there's no need to investigate the CEO of KB Security. We should be able to discover the truth simply by analyzing this keycard's data.
9. He sipped that just
He did
to
a
do
spit
a
take.
spit take. But that's his 9th cup.
Wow.
Well, Mr. Godot, the name of the CEO of KB Security is Kane Bullard. I was unable to contact him directly, but I got the keycard data here. So what does it show? Each keycard has its own serial number, and they leave detailed records of their use. According to this data, his card was used at 1 a.m. on the morning of the crime. But that means it can't be Mr. Delight. Ha! It looks like you're right. 2 minutes isn't even enough time to brew a good cup of joe.
True.
So then...
Number 10?
Wow.
Ron Delight was clearly in the office of KB Security CEO at the time of the crime. The prosecutor's office is ready to admit that fact. Therefore, it's impossible for the defendant to be mask to mask.
Good job! You did it, Nick!
Alright, that's enough! I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man, besmirching him with the title of thief.
What's wrong, Your Honor?
I'm ready to pass judgment. But before I do that, do you have any further objections?
No, Your Honor.
Very well. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight,
Not guilty. Woohoo!
Wow, what a short case.
Yeah, wow, that was so fast.
Court is now adjourned.
Bye.
Wow. 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 Wow.
Nick, you did it! You were right after all! Actually, I'm a little bit ashamed of myself. Nicky boy!
Oh, Miss Delight.
I knew you could do it. I believed in you all along, Nicky boy.
I don't know how I can ever repay you. Shucks. Thanks, Miss Delight. I just know I'm blushing.
Congratulations, Mr. Dick.
Oh my god, she's gonna be so mad. Oh, Pearls! I've got a bad feeling about this.
Who is this woman?
Oh, she's nobody. She's just,
You're blushing! How dare you do this in front of Miss Takabaya! You should be ashamed of yourself!
Yo, she slapped me!
Pearly. This woman is Miss Desiree's Delight. She's our client's wife.
Mr. Nick.
No, Pearl! Yes?
You're even worse than I thought.
Oh no, Pearl called you a whore.
Pearl called you a whore.
going behind the back of your own client?
No, you've got it all wrong.
I'll never forgive you.
Ow, what? A double slap. Well, anyway. Also, that ends well, right? Oh, we got the sacred urn back, and the thief has been caught.
Yep.
You're so right. And it's all thanks to Nicky Boy here.
Yep.
But actually, it was you, Mr. Light, that brought us our urn back. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
It'd be really funny if Desiree was the thief.
Oh, if she was mask to mask and we just never
and Ron
suspect her.
was just like obsessed with like his wife and
she's
to
like,
take
and
the fall. For
that
her
would have been
crime.
if I could rewrite this whole thing, this whole case, because I know that Desiree is not. But like, if I could rewrite this whole case, Desiree would actually be mask to mask, and she'd be like, "No, I know my husband is delusional and thinks he's mask to mask because I'm mask to mask, so he can't be." You know what I mean?
That's so funny. That would be so funny. I mean,
That would be better. And she's such a thrill seeker, and she loves spending money.
yeah.
She should be mask to mask, but she hates thieves and
She hates
crime,
lawbreakers.
even though she speeds.
Oh well.
If
that's not
we won the
law.
case, then why does this guy still look so glum?
But I am the thief. Actually, what's the point now?
What is it, honey? I did my best for you, Ronnie.
I know that, and I appreciate it, Desi. But the thing is, come on, give the kid some time. He's just got a little touch of the blues. You know about feeling blue, right, amigo?
I'm wearing blue. Mr. Godot, what are you doing here?
Oh, come on. I just came here to say thanks to my newest buddy.
My little yowie buddy over here. Oh, me!
You, Mr. Trite.
Phoenix blushes. Pearl gets even madder. And maybe you should learn my name before you call me buddy.
He stole Desiree's heart. He is a thief. Aw.
Aww.
Well, playtime is over.
Huh? Shadow the Hedgehog?
Early this morning, the body of Kane Bullard was discovered.
Kane Bullard? Where have I heard that name before? Isn't that the name of the CEO of KB Security? Wait, but... Body?
The estimated time of death was 1 a.m. on October 12th.
1 a.m. on October 12th? You don't mean...
That's right, amigo. At the same time that a cheap little urn was being stolen, the CEO of KB Security was being murdered.
So then... What are you doing here?
I was getting worried we'd have a murder. Well, great, CEO down.
Oh, sorry.
What do you say?
I don't know.
Have you already forgotten about that piece of info I helped you with today?
Helped me out. What?
On October 12th, at 1 o'clock in the morning, Ron DeLight was in the CEO's office, the scene of the murder. After getting that blackmail letter, he must have been imbued with rage, with utter rage.
Well, what are you saying? Imbued with rage? Stop saying such crazy things!
Come on. Don't tell me you didn't know. Ron DeLight was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard.
An employee of KB Security?
It looks like the alibi that saved him from being convicted as a thief is going to be the noose that gets him hanged. Kind of an anti-alibi.
No way!
He can't be the thief because he was at the murder scene when the murder occurred and he did the murder.
No, that's a lie! It can't be true!
But I am a thief, I tell you.
But I am a thief, I tell you.
Ron DeLight, you're going back to prison again. This time the charge is much more serious. This time you'll be tried for murder.
What? This can't be possible!
I'm looking forward to another exciting showdown, Mr. Trite. You and I aren't through with each other yet.
He picks him up by the chin.
Yeah. Surely you won't back down from a challenge. You've never been a coward.
Mr. Nick, is there something personal between you two?
Punches him again.
Yeah. I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. At least let me have some fun while I'm here.
This guy. Who in the heck is he? He may be quiet, but he's the most dangerous enemy I've ever faced.
Well then, time to say goodbye to Mr. Delight.
I know Godot pogged when he got the call the CEO got killed.
For real.
He was like,
and he's kicking his feet, kicking his feet.
drinking coffee.
Godot, you're gay because you like men. I'm gay because I hate women. We are not the same. That's so real. No, if he's giving me with a Godot, that means he's cheating on Miles. Unless it's an open relationship.
I think they're not fully together right now.
They're not fully together, but also Godot doesn't want to be with Phoenix.
No,
I think.
Godot.
He just is like.
I mean, we can.
Get messy.
This is honestly the first time I've ever thought about Godot being a yaoi boy, because I always think about him being with Mia. Spoiler? But we don't know. But that's just how I feel. We'll see how that actually ends up. But he's being a very yaoi boy right now. He's like, I know where I am. I know what I'm about.
Dare I say, a bit of a semi.
He's being very semi vibes. Big semi energy on him. He's semiing everyone.
I hate to
They can get
such
messy
words.
as a treat. Nick, how can this be happening? Right in front of our very eyes, our client has been arrested for murder. Godot, you're being a yaoi boy right now.
Is it gay to hate another man?
And the one person who established his presence at the scene was me. Ronnie!
Like, Ronnie's not a thief, but he could be a murderer.
Something I believe even less with him. Arrested for murder on the same day he's declared innocent of larceny. What in the heck's gonna happen next?
Oh, to be continued.
Golly. All right, well,
guys, thanks for joining us for another episode of Phoenix Wright. This is so fun.
yeah.
I love seeing Godot. I love this case.
It's just such
This
a
is a
fun
banger
case.
case.
It's banger. The thickest plotting.
Yeah.
We'll let it simmer for a while, and we'll see you all on Monday for more Ace Attorney, but also Wednesday for more
Chicory! We're so excited about that, too.
Yeah. Oh, the games we're playing right now are peak.
Peak, for sure. All right, and if you want to catch up with any of our VODs from this, you can always check out our VODs channel there. If you want to get notifications on when we're going live, you can always check our little Discord. We love having you here. We hope to see you again on Wednesday, and have a great night, everybody.
Yeah, have a good night. Love you. Kisses. I have to pee. Bye.
Okay, bye. Yay.